But look at that. That's a qualifying session for you. 2 leaders there, only separated by 0.002 of a second. But our eliminatees from this session are Marco in the Williams and our championship leader, WR Jinx in the McLaren. Top 10, they're both on a set of soft tyres are the 2 Red Bull teammates. Wahlberg and Jocko, the drivers at risk as Vickerman slightly cuts the corner there. Will he get away with it?
I don't think he will.
Maybe. 7 tenths up as well, which would put him inside the top 10. He needs 6 tenths to improve on. Got himself there, and he's currently up 7 tenths. We'll see if that time did invalidate his lap. Just got 3 corners to negotiate now. Up to the line, what's it going to be? It was invalidated, it was 1.1 quicker, but he's invalidated. Leighton now, the only man who can move himself up. Wahlberg, of course, is out on circuit as well, trying to improve, but Leighton, inside the top 10, goes quickest with a 27.1, and now Wahlberg up to the line, can't improve. So Wahlberg is out of qualifying, and Jocko, by the skin of his teeth, survives in the session. There is confirmation of the qualifying results for Q2. Vote replays: Vickerman, David Storm, Beer Boost and Wahlberg. 5 drivers that have been eliminated from this session. Drivers going through into Q3 and trying to challenge for pole will be Leighton, Racer Freeman, Presto Evans, Trapman, Relic Nook, Hampalexis, Jesper, Marrow, CG Gibby and Jocko. Qualifying is over. Jesper can't get a lap in. Trapman's still in the pit, so he won't be able to do another lap. Well, won't be able to do a lap at all. But Freeman up to the line, goes fastest with a 26.5 over to Presto Evans now. Can he reclaim his pole here?
He's 3 tenths down.
He's 3 tenths down, so he's going to have to find a whole load of time in this final sector now as he runs massively wide. Leighton's retired from the session. Whether that, I don't think that was maybe on track. It might be. Sector 2 and 3 are yellows. That's somewhere in like some difference. But up to the line, Presto!
26.4.
26.4. He's done it. Hampalexis does a 26.8 and goes 3rd quickest. Another driver into the 26s, and Marrow goes 4th with a 26.8. Then Relic Nook beats that. Gibby now the only man currently on a lap. It does say out lap, but he is on a lap. What can he do? I don't see the time in the top right, but definitely not round into it, so I don't know why it's showing out lap, but can he maybe challenge for pole here? Fine, 9 tenths on his current personal best to try and challenge Presto Evans. But up to the line, what's it going to be for the McLaren driver? 6th quickest. So there you go. Presto Evans in the Mercedes will be on pole for the British Grand Prix. Racer Freeman is starting alongside him on the front row in the Ferrari. Hampalexis will start 3rd. Relic Nook will start 4th. General Marrett will start 5th, right next to his Haas teammate. CG Gibby will start 6th. Jesper will start 7th in the Racing Point, also another driver starting right next to his teammate. Jocko starts 8th. Leighton starts 9th. And Trapman didn't set a lap and doesn't actually show on the board there either. Great to see the support that some of the other drivers have. But here we are then, waiting for the lights. If we can find a decent camera.
No, not today. Oh,
there they are.
Jinx has got a good one.
Here we go. 5 red lights then. And away we go. Looks like Freeman's got a great start. There's a slow starter in there, and Presto's dropped down to 2nd, could be 3rd if Hampalexis can get by him. He's actually dropped down to 4th as Jocko's up to 1st somehow.
No, the game's broken.
Right. Yeah, I think Presto is in 3rd as he runs wide there. You've got a Racing Point sideways in there. The Ferrari Vote replay is going off the road further back. Jocko has left the session. So he's apparently still in the lead, but he isn't. Ignore that. So Renault going wide in the background as we've got Hampalexis and Presto Evans battling into Brooklands now. Will the Hasses try and get involved here as well? There's movement all over the place. Marco's dropped back a couple of positions. Jocko's finally now down in 15th. It's corrected itself. He isn't in the lead. But Freeman has got an advantage up at top. He's got 1.4 out in the lead. We've got a battle going on here between Leighton, Trapman and Wahlberg. That's Trackman and Leighton going side by side now, coming into Magnussen. Beckett, who's going to get out on top there. It's Trackman. Gets by the Red Bull driver who's starting on those set of soft tyres. So Trackman's up 3 places already in this race.
Gibby's down to 16.
Gibby is down to 16. This has got any damage.
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Looks okay for damage.
Hopefully he hasn't got any damage, but there's a couple of movements going on. Maro's got past his teammate. He's side by side now, coming into club corner. It's Maro that we're currently watching on the inside now as it turns to, can Relic go all the way around the outside of his teammate. Pressoven's got back up into second. He's now going to try and hunt down Racer Freeman for the lead of the race.
Evoke and Will going at it side by side.
At the start of this race is It's Me Will up 6 positions, but he's got Evoke all over the back of him now. Can Evoke try a switch back here into the loop and maybe get a good run through Aintree? All the drivers are really close at the start of this race. There's just action all over. It's hard to understand where to look, but Iana can Will defend now, going down the Wellington straight from the Ferrari driver. Tries around the outside, that's not going to work in there.
There we go, Steve-O's in the chat.
Steve-O's in the chat. Great to see you, Steve-O. Always a pleasure. Marco's retired from another race on lap 2 this time. He's just not having any look at them, is he, Marco? Keeps retiring out early in the race, which is a bit of a shame, but battles are plenty as Wahlberg and Leighton look like they're going at it. And there was Toro Rosso trying to get involved as well. Beard boost. The gap is 2.2 at the top.
Leighton,
and that's Leighton trying to go down the inside of Jesper. Good move into Stowe from the Red Bull driver. Can he hold on to it now? Can Jesper come back in now into club corner? Fastest lap of the race. 13.9 and on. Jesper all over the place. Oh, and Beard boosted in the wall. He's put the Red Bull into the wall. He's lost it on the exit. And unfortunately, the Red Bull is just in the wrong position at the right time. And that's Wahlberg into the wall. He hasn't lost he's only lost his front wing, so he's still in the race. But did he have contact there? Was that with Leighton? Don't want to assume, but he was next to Leighton. Gibby, of course, now being promoted back up positions, which is good to see for him. We'll go back to Trackman now as he tries to go down the inside of the Haas driver of Relic Nook. They're side by side now, coming into Luffield. Wins that duel at the minute, but Trackman now, can he get in the slipstream and maybe challenge down into Cops? They're going to be side by side going through Cops here. Who's going to yield? Surely one of them is going to have to. Relic Nook will. Trackman goes around the outside, and that's him up into 5th place, up 5 positions already in this race. It's the man currently in 2nd place in the championship. If it stays like this, he'll regain the championship lead. He's on an absolute fly. Actually, I don't know whether we are. I think Freeman might actually. Don't want to confirm that one, because Freeman actually with 25 points compared to Trackman's 10 points in 5th place should actually give Racer Freeman the lead in the championship. So Trackman knows that he needs to get on with it here. We've got Jesper and Leighton once more going at it, side by side into club corner. Leighton wins out on that one once more. But just with the effect of this circuit, the drivers actually, the DA doesn't really seem to affect them that much, and they're able to follow so closely. You can see from 8th or 7th from Leighton down to Beer Boost in 12th. All those drivers separated by a second. Vickerman and Wahlberg are in the pits. Wahlberg, of course, damaged to his front wing after spinning in turn 1. Vickerman also as well getting caught out by which driver was that? Was that Beer? I think it was Beer Boost, wasn't it? It was a Toro Rosso, I believe.
As
Jesper runs wide. He's under threat from Will, who's up 9 positions in this race. Will is flying on, and he's on those soft tyres, of course, but really using them to his advantage here. Through Cops, what a camera angle that is. Jesper runs wide. Will, I think he actually got out of shape there, and Will's now going to come under threat from Evoke in the Ferrari. Keep an eye on Trackman and Maro and their gap, but at the minute, Evoke is right up tucked behind the Renault driver here. DRS activated for Will. Of course, Evoke's going to get the same deployment as well with the DRS. We're actually trying to challenge Hamper Lexus as well. We'll have a look at that as we come into Club Corner. This is for the battle for the final step of the podium at the minute. Maro has got to think about defending though now, because Trapman's alongside him. What a run Trapman's got out of the final turn there. Side by side, coming down into turn 1, and Trapman is through up into 4th place. He is on a charge here in the British Grand Prix. Great to see that he's carving through this field like it's nothing at the minute. Look at that, just disappears out of the corner there, and he's flying.
Yeah.
He's on the back of Hamper Lexus and could be on the back of his teammate before he knows it. So we've got the two Hasses once more in close company. We've got Will and Jesper going side by side. Jesper actually lost out once more when he's run wide in Brooklands, because now he's under threat from the Ferrari of Evoke replays as they're side by side. Evoke's going to have that move done before Cops happens, and there he goes, slots in front of him. So Evoke on those soft tyres as well, up another position in this race. So Will and Evoke are going along nicely as well, just like Trapman. Evoke is, look at the time Evoke has gained through Maggots and Beckett's there. That's incredible. He's right on the back of Will now. Can he use the DRS that he's got to try and challenge the Renault driver? Up the inside into Stowe, he's having a little look. Thinks better of it though. Will also having that DRS and being pulled along by Leighton, which is of course stopping Evoke from getting by. But the gap at the top just jumped to 0.5 seconds, and now it's jumped back up to a second.
So that means right on Hamper Lexus.
Could be an overtake already. He's on a mission, isn't he? Yeah. Here we are on board with the Mercedes driver, slightly over the lap there. But nothing to worry about. DRS activated now. Hamper Lexus is looking to defend already. Up the inside goes Trapman though, into Brooklands. Will Hamper Lexus try to hold it round the outside? No, he won't. And Trapman's up into 3rd place in this race. I think Maro got passed by his teammate Nick as well into Brooklands. But there's the titanic battle still going on between Evoke replays and Will. Here, can Evoke go side by side into Cops? No, he can't. But he's tucked up right behind that rear wing of the Renault driver. Oh, and that's Jesper going wide in Cops. Held the car just about in there, just twitched all over the place and somehow managed to hold it. Jinx behind these as well, so Jinx after a little bit of a poor start from the McLarens, got up the field again. Of course he did start down in 17th, I think he did, but didn't pick up as many positions as maybe you would have expected to early on. Now Jesper's on the back of Evoke. This battle is relentless at the minute, and then Jesper up the inside. Oh, there's contact. Put him into a half spin, and Jinx will say thank you very much. Where's Jesper come out of that? It was a very, very late move, and he's lost quite a few positions there. He's dropped down into 13th. Gibby's got ahead now. Gibby's on the back of third boost for 11th place, but Evoke's going to be furious with that. Go to our race leader, who's in the DRS of Racer Freeman here, Presto Evans. Oh, slight lock up there.
Little lock up.
Hamper Lexus though, staying with Trapman after he's been overtaken by him. He's got Reddick, Nook and General Maro also for close company. Leighton still managing to hold off Will for 7th place. You've got Evoke after his spin within a second of Jinx.
Oh,
but
Freeman's out of control.
The two race leaders here. He's spun out of Colby, but we got Presto side by side going into Maggots here with Freeman. Backs out of it, thinks better of it. After that, but could get a really good run now here into Chapel. DRS activated, I think somebody spun out of the background, but here goes Presto Evans with the DRS to the inside of the Ferrari driver. They're going to be side by side into Stowe. Presto is going to hold it at the inside though. Good move, covers off the inside. Can Freeman come back and get in into Club though now? Up the inside. Good move from Freeman. Can he hold it? They're side by side still. What a battle this is. And Presto looks like he's finally come out on top, but can Freeman come back at him?
Presto sideways there.
Enthralling battle. If we have this for the rest of the race, we'll love this.
And all this time,
course, with them
Chapman's
battling
gained
as
about,
well.
yeah, about a second and a half he's gained, Chapman.
Yeah. And Relic Nook and Hampalexis are also trying to go at it by the looks of it. But this battle for the lead, look at this, you're going to have DRS once more for Racer Freeman now on the Wellington straight. Presto already going defensive before you reach Brooklands, and he's going to try and make Freeman go all the way around the outside. Should be a difficult move, but can he get a switch back now? How about around the outside in Luffield? That'd be a really good move if you could do it. Oh, what a move that is from Freeman. What a move. But Presto's holding on. Side by side now. Coming into Cops.
Getting close.
Who's going to yield? Still side by side. This is incredible stuff. And Freeman finally has to yield.
And Chapman's almost within DRS.
It's just going to become a three-way battle, isn't it, before we know it?
Chapman's within that second now.
And of course, Trapman as well has got Hampalexis and Relic Nook for close company as well. So that could turn it into a five-way fight. But
train now.
Freeman now with DRS up the inside into Stowe. He's got the move done. Presto's just going to have to slot back in behind. Can he go up the inside and do what Freeman did? No, he can't. He'll think about the DRS zone down into the Wellington straight maybe. But actually, Freeman's made a mistake and run wide. Can Presto come at the inside of him? No, he can't. But look now that the other Mercedes driver of Trapman. Will Trapman actually try and overtake his teammate here? We're right on board with the Finnish driver. Up the inside, maybe going into Village. He will be side by side with him. Narrowly misses the back of the Ferrari driver. Calamitous there. Presto squeeze him out. Slow little lag there. Trapman's lagging a little bit forward. But they are side by side now, coming onto the Wellington straight. Both got DRS, of course, from the driver in front. But Freeman is actually giving Trapman a lovely little slipstream there. Presto has the inside for Brooklands, though. And whilst this is going on, Hampalexis and Relic Nook are right there as well. So a five-way fight for the lead of the race here.
What a battle. This is great.
There's entertainment throughout the field as well. There's quite a few people close, but we just can't peel our eyes away.
Jinx is on the back of Will.
Wide in Cops.
Jinx is right on the back of Will.
Have a little look quickly. That's into Cops. I don't think he's going to be brave to go through removing Beckett's, but we'll go back to the race leader of Freeman and Presto. Presto once more having DRS now on the Ferrari driver. Freeman covers off the inside this time to Stoke. Can he go round all the way around the outside? Be a brave move. No, he can't. He runs wide as well. This could give Trapman the opportunity now as Presto pits. So he's had enough. 8 laps on those medium tyres, and he's had enough. He doesn't want to battle anymore. So that's giving Trapman now the opportunity to challenge Freeman.
He gets a brilliant exit.
He's got here in a straight line.
Oh, lags inside.
So lagging through.
He now takes the lead.
Jocko's joined back to the session. He's down in last place. Jocko's left the session once more. But, Freeman there now drops down into second place. Looking back at the Mercedes though, with DRS into Brooklands. Up the inside goes Freeman, side by side, no contact, really good driving between the two of them. Gibby's finally got past Beard Boost for 9th place there. So good move from the McLaren driver. Can he hold on to it though? We got side by side as here comes Freeman up the inside into Cops. Can't quite make it work. That would have been a move, wouldn't it? He's already done one lovely move around the outside of Presto in Luffield. But Freeman providing the entertainment here, and that's a little bit wide for Trapman. That's going to now give an easy move for Freeman with the DRS, and he's just have to slot back in. Look at that, Freeman already alongside and covering the inside, and that could actually put Hampalexis on the back of Trapman now, into club maybe. Could he go down the inside? Can he be late enough on the brakes? Trapman's got a really good run actually off Stowe there. Gibby's got past Will as well now. Let's have a look at that as Will's into the pits to get rid of his soft tyres. We're back to the race lead though. As Freeman still trying to hold off the Mercedes driver of Trapman. Trapman trying to go inside into the loop. It's not working there. Look at the time, he's lost a little bit of ground there, but the DRS should pull him close once more. Hampelexis actually gaining down that straight very nicely, and then Relic Nux there as well. It could come down to strategy this race, couldn't it? If you get an undercut, potentially you can use those tyres early on and gain the time over these drivers, especially if these drivers are squabbling. Maybe that's what Presto's gone for. He's put himself into a nice gap, actually. He's got a 14-second gap to Jesper in front, but he's put on a set of hard tyres as Presto.
Yeah.
So, a race that can easily be a medium to soft. He's ended up putting on a set of
surprised me.
Relic Nux, I think he's lost the car in Cops and he's fallen back into 6th place. It's a real shame for Relic Nux that.
Marish just picked up
could lose another position now to Jinx. It's Jinx all over the place and into the gravel goes the McLaren driver. That gives Gibby another position. He's going to be careful here with Beer Boost as he comes back onto the circuit. Almost loses control once more. He's going to lose another place to Jesper now. Not going right here today for our championship leader.
It's not.
We'll go back to the leaders here with Racer Freeman and Trapman. Pits to get rid of his soft tyres. They made 10 laps on them. Just to see where he comes out. Racer Freeman now once more defending the inside. And Trapman get a nice cut back here. Could set him up beautifully now for the Wellington straight. Just positioning Freeman where he wants him. Actually, there's Jocko's car in front. Of course, being lapped. Hampelexis still providing close company here for these two leaders. Freeman's got this one covered once more. The question is, how much time are they losing to Presto Evans, who's 28 seconds currently off the lead? Pit stops, you are looking at around 30 seconds at this race. So currently, I think Presto will be coming out in a net lead. And the more these battle, the more time Presto is going to gain. Trapman had a little wobble there in Cops. And of course now they've got Jocko's car, who needs to get out of the way here. Jocko right in front of Freeman.
And
Trapman's out! Trapman's hit the back of Jocko's car, and he is out of the race. What a shame for Trapman. But could this give Hampelexis now the opportunity to challenge Freeman for the win of this race? The Mercedes driver got caught out by the lapped car there, and has crashed into the back of him and lost his wheel. And that gives Freeman maybe a little bit of relief, but he's got Hampelexis and the Alfa Romeo now on the back of him. Some of the other battles have seemed to calm down. Now potentially the closest battle is still between Freeman and Hampelexis here in this race. You've got Vickerman on the back of David Storm as well. We'll keep an eye on that. I'll tell you what, the action has been at the top here, hasn't it? Great to see.
Yeah, it's been brilliant so far. Everyone has not disappointed.
What I'm going to say is good luck to Gibby in making the highlights video for this race. It could be a very, very long one. Board with Hampelexis here in there. So a nice line through the field there, and the time is going to gain on Freeman here. I think Freeman's actually potentially could be struggling for some ERS. Just right on the board with him, you can see 32% for the race leader. Keep an eye on Vickerman though, as Vickerman now on the back of David Storm on the pit straight. David Storm already going defensive, trying to pull out from the slipstream. Let's see. They can move down the Wellington straight, or keep an eye on the race leaders though as well, so we don't miss any of the action up at the top. The gap is currently 0.5, 0.4. Stay there, so they're going to stay now. Here comes Vickerman. Sweets race winner on the back of David Storm now. David Storm trying to defend it, but up the inside into Brooklands from the Red Bull driver. Runs slightly wide. This could give the opportunity to the Williams to come back at him. Can't do so. That looks to be a done job now on those soft tyres for Vickerman. Trapman's left the session after cruelly retiring from the race. We can just take a minute to breathe though. Jesper's now actually got Jinx for company as well. Can Hampelexis maybe make a move down here into Brooklands? No, not close enough.
And Gibby's catching Relic quite nicely, I think.
Yeah, after Relic's spin, I think his tyres are slightly short. He's only got to make it another lap, really, and then you can get the softs to the end. So expect maybe Relic not to be one of the first people to stop in this race. You've got Jinx now, 0.5 behind the back of Jesper. And you can keep an eye on that battle for me, Dorsey.
Yeah, sure.
As we've got Hampalexis now on the back of Racer Freeman. He's going to have DRS once more down the hanger straight. Can he be close enough now coming out of Chapel to challenge the Ferrari driver? Just not close enough there. Neither of these two pit yet, or are they going to extend a little bit more? Freeman past the pits as Hampalexis does pit now. So the Alfa Romeo driver has called it.
Jinx about to make a move
that.
on Jesper.
And here's now Jinx in McLaren up the inside on the grass. That was never going to work, and he's spun off and he's hit the wall and he's lost a bit of his front wing. It's not going right for the championship leader, and he's retired from the session on circuit as well. That'll be another penalty for him. It's not going right, but you never give up, do you?
No.
Especially considering you could have pitted then and put a set of soft tyres on and make it to the end like
leader.
Hampalexis has done.
He should be trying to build as many points as he can.
He's absolutely bottled it there. He really has. We'll switch to David Storm, who actually hasn't let Vickerman go here since being overtaken by the Red Bull driver. Because Vickerman on 10 lap old softs now, so they start to wear out. And hard tyres now working a treat for David Storm as they pass the stricken car of Jinx, and Vickerman's actually in. Yep, so he's had enough on them tyres. And the question is, how far off the lead is Presto? Is he now 27.4 seconds?
Back up to 7th.
There's the gap to the leader for everyone so they can see how far off Presto is as of current. See if that time is he gaining any time, is he losing any time. It looks very consistent as of the minute. Also check back though so we can have a look to see where the battles are on track. You've got CG Gibby, the closest man to another driver on circuit. There's Relic in the Haas in front of him. Of course, at the minute, Haas are going to be picking up some really good points if they can hold on to these positions of second and third, especially for the joint constructors as well. As Relic's in and Gibby's in as well, so it's the battle of the pit stops here. Make sure you don't speed going into the pit lane. Slowed it down just in time. It's quite slow into the pits here. Agonising as well in the pits. It takes so long. We're actually going to ride on board here with Gibby just to show you how long it is, and you don't gain any ERS back in this pit lane either for some reason. You can see Gibby in 0 ERS in the bottom right of your screens, but not gaining any of it back. So you get held up by the Taurus there. I think he might have been slightly more. The team's coming out too late for the cars is a slight glitch with the game from the spectating point of view, not from when you actually are racing. Hampalexis though on a set of soft tyres is 1.9 off the back of Presto on a set of hards. I think Presto stuffed himself up here with this strategy that he's done.
I was shocked when he went onto the hards, to be honest with you. See how it pans out. They might come to life later in the race. Maybe he's hoping that the softer tyres, when they go off towards the end of the race, he'll be able to come back. I'm not sure.
But we now got Relic Nook with DRS overtaking the Williams driver, sorry, the Renault driver of Will. Mixed up Will's name there with Williams, but by very easy after pitting there for Relic Nook on those set of softs compared to 5 lap old mediums now. Gibby. As you can see how much time he actually lost to Relic Nook being held up by the Toro Rosso in the pits. As Freeman, our leader, is in. Our leader is in the pits. I'm sure he's going to go for a set of soft tyres here. Will Marrow also pit? No, he won't. Marrow's continuing round for another lap. So let's see where he's going to come out based on Presto. We're going on board Presto. He's now coming into the final complex of turns. Just this one and 2 more to go. Where is Freeman going to come out compared to of course Hampalexis now 1.1 behind Presto. Hampalexis now sets the fastest lap of the race at 29.9. Where's Freeman? Look to the right to see where he is. I think we're ahead of him. And there you are, Freeman. That undercut from Hampalexis has made him put himself in front of Freeman here. Now leading the race, waiting for him to pit though. Presto Evans on 7 lap old hards is the net first place leader, but he's got Freeman and Hampalexis right behind him in this race on a set of fresh hard and soft tyres. Oh, and Freeman trying to go up the inside of Hampalexis here in Lovefield. Oh, and Hampalexis has gone wide and onto the gravel. This is going to give the Ferrari a beautiful opportunity now. Already by And just what Hampelexis didn't need to do there was get a little bit spooked by Freeman. Just went a little bit wide and got onto the gravel and lost himself a heap of time. And now Presto's going to be under threat from Racer Freeman. Yeah, there you go, Maro is into the pits. He'll put a set of soft tyres on as well, and he should be anyway. Presto now, in a straight line. Freeman can't quite get there. Hardly any rush, but can he go up the inside into Club? No, he can't. We've seen him do it already this race, but nothing showing that time. Not brave enough to have a little look down the inside of the Mercedes driver. He's having a little look though now into turn 1. He'll just slot back in though. Nothing showing there. Where's Maro going to drop to? Leighton currently in 5th place in this race. There's Freeman. Oh, trying to go up the inside into Villages. Relic now sets the fastest lap of the race over 29.7. Freeman trying to go around the outside here of Presto Evans with that advantage of the soft tyres. Look at the grip he's getting and the traction he has. They're side by side now going down the Wellington Straight. He is by the Mercedes driver and into first place of the race. Hampelexis now is going to be trying to get past Presto as quickly as he possibly can. General Mara on the back of Gibby and fresher tyres. Relic looking on the back of Leighton as well on the fresh set of sauce as Hampelexis tries to go up the inside into Cops with a brave move. We'll have a look though. Will Relic Nook now try to go up the inside of Leighton into Cops. This is what a move that is from Relic Nook on the soft tyres. Gets ahead of Leighton. A strong 5th position for the moment for the Red Bull driver. If he can hold on to that, of course he's got Will on a same set of tyres, slightly a lap older, but then you've got Gibby and General Maro also trying to follow suit. We are on board with Gibby, currently running in overtake ERS, and with the DRS on Will, we've got yellow flags in sector 2. Just trying to have a look to see which driver's losing a load of time. Evoke, by the looks, Evoke has lost it in Cops. What a shame for the Ferrari driver. The race isn't going right, and he's going to have to get out of the way now. Wahlberg, keep a little eye on him. Just looks like he isn't going to give up like Jinx, which is good to see. Now on board with CG Gibby. We've given a lot of attention to the race leaders in this race. Obviously, we'll try and get back to them as soon as possible, but I think we should also give a little bit of time to these guys further down the field that are making some great moves, just like the top guys are. As now Gibby with DRS is going to breeze by Will here for 6th place. So can Gibby hold on to that now? He's going to hunt down Leighton for 5th place on these soft tyres. And then of course Maro now on the back as well of Will. We've got actually Hampelexis right tucked up behind Presto here. He's going to have DRS, but of course Presto's going to have DRS from Racer Freeman in front. Can Hampelexis now, with the DRS, get anywhere near Presto? No, he can't. Just look at that. Look how effective Presto's DRS is. It's just pulling him along enough so that Hampelexis can't get anywhere near him. The benefit for Hampelexis at the minute is he's got a lot of DRS to play with. As you can see, Presto's in the bottom right there, only 16%. Gone back up to 20% now as he's trying to gain some in the braking zones. But we've got Maro up the inside of Will into Stowe. Good move from the Haas driver now. He can try and work on trying to get onto the back of CG Gibby for 6th place. Keep an eye on these battles, of course, but we'll go back to our race leaders now. Alexis going really deep into Village there. It's going to give him a compromised run into Loop and should lose a lot of time now. On the exit, look at that, just Presto disappearing there. Keep an eye on those ones behind. A bit further back in the field, there's quite big gaps between some of the drivers. Will's still on the back of Maro. But he'll just try and use the DRS now to pull himself along and try and stay ahead of the Toro Rosso driver behind him. Obviously, Will made up a lot of ground early on in this race, didn't he? He was using those softs, but now he's just starting to drop a little bit backwards as the guys that were on the medium tyre use the softs. Freeman closely followed by Presto and Hampelexis. Freeman pulling to the inside to try and break that toe. Back to the racing line for the corner. Well, actually, really isn't letting Maro go at all.
Presto's not letting Freeman go either. He's just using that toes to keep him there the whole time. If Freeman's tyres come off, if Freeman's tyres come off at the end, we might be eating our words about Presto's strategy, you know. Depends if Freeman can get away.
Tyres all the way. I mean, Freeman's tyres are only 4 laps old. Hampalexis is 6 laps old. The one thing Hampalexis doesn't need to do here is ruin his whole race by hitting the back of Presto.
Yeah,
I'm sure
like he just
Presto
did,
wouldn't be
almost.
very happy with with Hampalexis, because I think Presto actually here is just trying to play with Freeman a little bit. He's within the DRS, he's trying to use the DRS. Hampalexis is breaking really deep into some of these corners and almost hitting the back of the Mercedes driver, but now you can see the gap is 1.1, so Freeman's managed to break that DRS here. That's what he needs to do now. Hold on to that second gap so that he can just try and build a lead over Presto here. And of course, the race could come down to penalties. There's 3 warnings and you get a 3-second penalty for track limits. I don't think I've seen any of that so far in this race. The drivers have been very, very good, I think, so far with that.
There's been a couple.
Presto hasn't got DRS anymore. Did close in slightly, but you can see he only gained 2 tenths without the DRS. As Evoke replays us, it's the fastest lap of the race on 28.7. Let's have a little look at actually the lap records. I think it is a 28.
28.5, was it?
Let's have a check. Current lap record in SLR.
And that was Jinx, wasn't it?
Yes, it's 28.5. So Evoke only 2 tenths of a second off that lap record. Potentially could go again in a little bit of lighter fuel if you wanted to try it once more. Don't know whether you're listening to us, Evoke, but you're only 2 tenths off it, mate. Maybe pit for another set of tyres. You are down in 14th. You've got nothing to lose by doing that, of course, unless some of the other drivers end up crashing out. But now Presto is fully under threat here from Hampalexis. Now he's out of DRS from Racer Freeman. This is just what Hampalexis needed. It was just to get Presto out of that DRS range, so that now he can fully mount an attack on the Mercedes driver. We've also got CG Gibby now on the back of Leighton coming through Luffield. Keep an eye on that, but we'll go back to Hampalexis now. Through Beckett's into Chapel. Yeah, the exit here. Watch out for Jocko's car. It's an AI car, so do watch out for it. Presto does well, and Hampalexis just about gets around as well. But once more, Hampalexis can't make the move there. Both of them running really wide on the exit of Stowe, and here goes CG Gibby with DRS past the Red Bull driver of Leighton. Now, can he hunt down Relic Nook here for 4th place? Gibby's moving up in this after a really poor start for Gibby. I tell you what, this has been quite a recovery drive. Potentially could be one for driver of the day, I must say.
Yeah, we're getting up to that stage now where we're going to have to think about it. So, anyone in the chat, driver of the day for you, put it out there.
Have a little look at the positions changed. Of course, Gibby has only gone up 1 position, but he did find himself way back down in the grid, back in 16th on lap 1, and he's now back up into 5th position. And there's been no safety car. Will's made up 10 positions. Will's had a very good race as well. But tell you what, Gibby, got to be a favourite, surely, for the driver of the day here.
Absolutely, definitely up there. Like you say, Will.
Getting a little bit more time here, sorry. Causing on through.
Yeah, got that second. I was just going to say, like you said, Will up 10 places. He's had a good race. But like you say, Presto now within the DRS range again. Because Freeman's tyres be starting to go.
Maybe 6 laps on those softs. I mean, Hampalexis is doing well on these 8 lap old softs.
Yeah.
He's about that window. You do have the advantage, obviously, with the tyres, but you see Presto getting so much time using all the runoff there. You're allowed to get away with. A bit frustrating that you are allowed to get away with that, but these Division 1 drivers understanding that you can get away with that. And the thing with Gibby now has got as well is how powerful DRS is. Leighton's staying with it. And it's that transition period, isn't it, where the softs start to go off. and the mediums/hards start to become the race tyre you want on.
Yeah.
And that's why Presto's going back to Freeman. He's able to use these tyres now that have got more life in them and start to really use them, as Leighton is doing as well on those 12-lap-old mediums. So we could see potentially Leighton getting back past CG Gibby in the next couple of laps. You've got Will as well, of course, on the back of Marrow, as Leighton has actually made the move already, and Gibby's left the session. I'm actually going to pause.
I'll try and get him back
in.
It's alright, I'll do it straight away.
Because that'd be a massive shame.
Literally straight away I've invited him, so hopefully he gets him straight back in.
Get him another one as well.
Okay.
For the string years, but we do want to get him back in because that'd be a massive loss. But we'll go back to the race leaders, who are all within a second once more, these top three. And in fact, we've got Will. Keep an eye on Will as well, because he could get Marrow back here for 7th place.
Yeah. Presto's almost within half a second of Freeman now. You just see that gap up the top.
We go back to Will now. And there's Gibby's car in front. Oh, what a shame this would be for Gibby, as now Marrow tries to make it by. And Will uses Gibby's car effectively there. And Will's up 2 positions in one corner. Good move from Will. Marrow's still stuck behind Gibby here. Goes up the inside into Stowe. Oh, what a shame that is for Gibby. Let's hope he can get back in the session as quickly as possible, because he's just started to lose a lot of time now. He's joined back. He's back. Okay, great news.
Joined.
Gibby is back. Oh, but his car's pitted. His AI has pitted with a lap to go just before he could get back in the session. Oh, what have you done, Codemasters?
That is an absolute
9-lap-old
joke.
softs will make it to the end of the race. What? And that's going to be no points for him now, surely, unless he can get.
Gibby.
He's got a bit of a gap to Storm. I mean, he can go for fastest lap now. That's the only benefit of that. But what could have been 5th place, potentially 4th. He was going to catch. Mando drops outside the points. Just wants me to give him as Vickerman retires from the session. I don't know whether you're able to see where that is for me, as we do continue to ride on board with the front runners here. Marrow's back on the back of Bill, trying to re-overtake him. Vickerman's left. Crashing. Oh, 1 lap to go though now. 1 lap to go in this race. I really hope. No offence to David Storm, but I really hope Gibby can get back into the points here in this race. 23-lap-old hards though compared to those Storms. Can Gibby get back up?
Presto,
I mean, he's
all
jumping
over Freeman.
This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. The move for the race to the lead. And I tell you what, I've just noticed in front of Freeman, it's his teammate of Evoke Replays. Could Evoke here save Freeman's race victory by offering him some slipstream and DRS? I tell you what, if he does, it'd be a masterstroke from the Evoke Replays. Not inside the points, yes, but potentially could help his teammate score 25 very valuable points here and put him into the lead of the championship. Yeah. With both of these championship rivals out of the race.
Presto's got a great run out of there.
What a shame for Gibby.
All
Presto though,
now.
DRS
Presto.
now.
And Freeman's got DRS.
Freeman did get DRS because of his teammate, but here we go. Presto, it's going to potentially be a lunge into the final couple of corners. This is going to go down to the wire as Presto runs wide.
Miles out there.
Can he go up the inside? Yes, he will. He'll go for it. The Mercedes drive. Oh, there's contact.
Hugely.
There's contact between the two. And Alexis is going to potentially take the race victory.
And he has.
As he gets both of them on the final corner across the line. Freeman gets it anyway.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bit of drama. And they all stay the same positions anyway. Relic Nook finishes 4th. Leighton will come home in 5th. Good race for Leighton. That's another 5th place for him this season. General Marrow will finish 6th. Beer Boost, who clawed back some positions at the end, will finish 7th. It's me. Will's lost his front wing and is in over the gravel. He's going to lose a position here to Jesper on the final corner. Yes, he will. Jesper gets by. Will takes it back on penalties. David Storm now, the man to pick up the final points position. Fastest lap went to Evoke as of the minute, so whether any of the guys that are still racing can beat that. Jocko finishes home, Evoke finishes home in 13th, 14th. David Storm picks up the final points paying position in this race. Wahlberg will finish home in 11th unless penalties change that. Yeah, Gibby. What a shame for Gibby. But here's the confirmation of the results. Racer Freeman takes the win. Presto Evans, questionable strategy, finishes home in 2nd. Hamper Lexus finishes in 3rd. Roic Nook finishes 4th. Leighton picks up a good point scoring position there in 5th. General Marrow in 6th, drops down a position from where he started. Beer Boost up from 12th into 7th, picks up some good points as well for himself. Will started last in this race, finishes home in 8th. Jesper finishes 9th. David Storm picks up the final points of the race. Allberg finishes in 11th. Despair for Gibby as he finishes 12th. Evoke finishes 13th. Jocko lagged out early on, finishes 14th. Vickman is the first man of the retirements, finishes 15th. Jinx finishes 16th. Trapman, who crashed out, finishes 17th. And the person that finishes dead last in 18th was Marco, also crashed out early on in the race.